Hi, this is Deetta Crane from Greater Heights Academy, and I got a phone call saying that you were having an appreciation dinner for all your volunteers. And I just wanted to let you know what a great experience it was for our kids. We brought kids up on September 10th, and they went out on the schooner out on one of the Great Lakes. Our kids had so much fun, it was so educational. They talked about it for days, and we're still talking about it. You touched their hearts. That was so interactive. They got to raise the sails and raise the anchor. They were with the captain. They got to steer the schooner, and they had so much scientific investigations that they got to do. The kids are still talk about going down below and looking at all the organisms on through the microscope up on the screen. They couldn't believe that all of that was in the water. They got to look at the fish. They cast the nets, and then they got to look at all the fish and name them. They looked at the dirt that they got to pull up from the bottom of the lake. They also were able to go in and look at the water chemistry, and they were really impressed by putting different colors into the water and changing the colors. I want you to know from the bottom of our hearts that this has made a big difference to our children, and it sparked a lot of children. Right now, we're talking about atoms, learning about atoms. They're so eager and excited. Keep doing what you're doing, and know that um, what you're doing is making such a big difference in the lives of children. Now, our children, all of our children wanted to videotape and talk to you today, but I chose a few. It won't be rehearsed. It's just going to be from their heart, how they felt and what they experienced. And then at the end, you'll hear from our principal that was actually on the field trip. Again, I want to tell you that you're doing a phenomenal job for children. Thanks again.
Hi, I'm Ashanti. I like the water chemistry when we got to change the colors. I like that we got to experience how to sail the ship and to see the plankton under the microscope. It was really cool how many different things that we got to do. A lot of kids thought it was very cool, including me. I thought that it was very nice to have an experience because I've never been on a boat before. And so I thought it was really cool to do something like that, and especially if it's your first time doing it. So I thought it was nice.
My name is Terrell, and I had a really fun time at the trip. I learned a lot of stuff, and I learned how to steer a boat and catch fish. I really like what we studied the plankton. They look big on camera, but in person they look small. I really liked it. It was a fun trip, and I learned a lot, but it was a long drive, so yeah. And I like when we had put up the sails and we had went downstairs, did the color of the water and what's not good for the fishes, and I really had a really fun time.
Oh, okay. Hi guys, I had a fun time with y'all. It was very fun. I liked all the stuff about the algae and the phytoplankton and stuff. It was pretty cool. It was fun.
Hi, my name is William. The, the trip so much and boarding the scooter. What I liked most was doing lifting the sails, and what I learned to lift the sails was heave hove. And I enjoyed the staff. They taught us so much, and I want to come back soon. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mayana. Um, I just want to talk about the time that I had went on a trip to the schooners and ride the boats. I like when I steered the boat, and I like when we caught fish and stuff. And I like the temperature, and then it started to rain, but it was still funny. So Well, I just want to say thank you for letting us go on this trip.
Hello, my name is Jacoby, and I would like to say that, well, your trip was fun, and I really enjoyed it. The most part I really enjoyed is the chemistry and looking at the organism that lives that lives at the bottom of the lake and swimming around. But most part, most part, I really got confused when I didn't really see any fish. What with the fish I did see that those didn't they didn't actually look like fish. But I really looked it up on Google, and those apparently are fish, but just smaller. But besides the actual fish that we actually did catch. And I would just like to say thank you.
My name's Omarion. I was on the schooner September 10th. My favorite part was when we captured plankton and went into the boat and looked at the plankton underneath a microscope because plankton are too small for you to see with your naked eye. So when we looked at it, we saw different planktons underneath the microscope, and one of them had a long tail with spikes on it. And then we moved on to a different stage, and we did chemistry by dyeing like kind of waters. And one of the things that we dyed the water was with starch, and the starch harmed the water so much that it changed the color. And so then we put back on our rain gear, and we went up and we pulled the anchor from the water. And so everybody had to go in a circle each time you grab the rope and say ease ho, ease ho. So then once he said a word, and you had to drop the rope. And then when we dropped the rope, we did stages. And one of the stages that I liked was when we had to look at the fish. There's fish inside of a tank, and the fish had dorsal fins and different kind of fins. And the two type of fish that was inside the tank was goobies and bass type of fish. And then one of the fish had spots on a dorsal fin, and one of them was overpopulating the other species. So the teacher said that the fish was an invasive species. And after that, once when we went back to the dock, we got off, we always took pictures. And that was my day on the schooner. And my name is Omarion McReynolds, and I'm saying thank you.
Good morning. My name is Travis Craven, Greater Heights Academy. I'm the assistant principal here. I would like to thank Inland Seas for allowing us to come up for their field trip last month. It was the most outstanding field trip that my students have ever been on. They were so excited on our way home, talking about all the amazing things that happened. Even regardless that the weather was bad, the students still absolutely loved the field trip. On the way up there, they were talking about cornfields. They've never seen cornfields before. As we're driving by Lake Michigan, Lake Michigan was on the right. The kids were like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna see dolphins and sharks!" And I had to explain to them that no, it's freshwater, and it was just an experience that these kids have never experienced before, and it was amazing. They had such a great time. Thank you so much for providing that opportunity for our students to come up, because it truly was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for these students. I just thank you again and again. The kids were amazing. It was just the best thing that's ever happened to these kids, and I just thank you so much for that. They look forward to other field trips now, and they wanted to come back up again. Hopefully next time we come up, the weather's a little nicer for them. But again, like I said, the students absolutely loved the field trip. It was something they have never experienced and probably will never experience again for them. Being out on the water on a big boat, being able to dip the nets and be able to identify fish and different kinds of larvae and stuff in the water. The kids had so much fun. Thank you guys again for everything you've done for our students. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully we can continue to keep a relationship with you guys and be able to do it again in the future. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys so much for everything you've done for our students. Have a great day, and hopefully we can do it again sometime soon. Thank you.